Now to the U.S. Senate election, the forward-leaning candidates to fill Dianne Feinstein's seat have agreed to one final debate before the March 5th primary. It will take place February 20th here on NBC4 and Telemundo 52.
I'll be among those questioning some of the candidates, as will political reporter Conan Nolan, who joins us now. So, Conan, the debate is exactly 2 weeks from now. What are some of the things we expect to cover?
Well, it'll be also 2 weeks just before the March primary. It's sort of like the entering the fourth quarter of a football game. If you're feeling like you're leading and the polls seem to back that up, you want to protect the lead. You don't want to screw up in the debate. And if you're trailing, you need to take some risks, and that means going on the attack. Now, this is where the race sits. According to a recent poll by the USC and Cal State Long Beach, Cal Poly Pomona, Burbank Congressman Adam Schiff maintains a lead. He's been in that position all along, pretty much. Fellow Democrat Congresswoman Katie Porter of Irvine tied with Republican Steve Garvey. Oakland Progressive Democrat Barbara Lee, fourth place. She's got a long way to go. Now, remember, this is a top two primary, regardless of party. So while it would be nice to finish first, second place is good, too, as it gets you into the runoff in November. And that's what Katie Porter is desperate to do. Her real opponent in this regard isn't Mr. Schiff, it's Mr. Garvey, who's seen there. She's hoping for a big turnout of progressive voters, particularly Hispanics, whom she polls well with. She's also hoping Republicans stay home and simply don't vote in that race. While this is a blue state, if enough Republicans rally behind number 6, that is Garvey's number as a Padre and a Dodger, he could get enough votes to make it into the runoff, and that'd be great for Adam Schiff.
Right, and that's what's behind the Schiff commercial that we've all been seeing. Talk to us a little bit about that and the reason why.
Right. So Gavin Newsom did the same thing when he ran for governor. The dynamic of the election is such that the Democratic Party registration, much greater than the Republican registration. So it's easier to defeat a Republican when you're one-on-one. So the hope is that for the Schiff people, and that's why they're doing this, is to increase the standing of Steve Garvey amongst Republicans so they come out and vote for him. If he makes it into the runoff, Adam Schiff pretty much has a lock on the seat. And Katie Porter knows that. That's why she came out with a tweet, upset about that particular commercial. It's all about, that's just part of the top two system, and it's a Democratic seat. So Adam Schiff knows or thinks he can beat Katie Porter one-on-one. He knows he can beat Steve Garvey. So he wants to finish first, and he wants to bring him with him.
Now, some of the other issues we can expect to debate, we're going to talk about the war in the Middle East and, of course, the border issue.
Yeah, that's right. Colleen, as you know, we're trying to keep this to issues that the Senate deals directly with. But you got a crisis at the border. You've got a crisis in the Middle East. There's saber rattling over, of course, we have a war in Ukraine. There's the economy. There's a breakdown in Congress, the fact that we're seeing complete gridlock. Those will be some of the issues we'll talk about.
Very interesting. We're going to cover a lot of topics. Keep in mind, this will be February 20th, 6 p.m., the last debate before the March 5th primary election. Conan, I will see you then. Of course, I see you every day, but I'll see you then especially.
We'll see you before then as well.
All right.
Thanks, Colleen.
Take care.
And we'll stay tuned for that. Can't miss that one. We'll be right back.